Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So I want to do a series of videos, shorter videos, and these are going to be midweek videos, and there'll be two this week, and then I'll spread them sporadically over the next sort of 2 or 3 months. And what I want to do is look at half a dozen, maybe 10 of my favourite moulding planes in my collection. Some of them are favourites because of where they came from. Some of them are favourites because of the mould they make. Some of them are favourites because of the makers and the time they were made. So I want to give you a bit more actually in-depth look at my collection. So you'll be seeing this on a Tuesday morning. At which point my wife and I will be at the Royal Welsh, so I need to get things in the can. Fortunately not taking sheep this year because of the blue tongue restrictions, but hey ho. And I've spent the previous 2 weeks actually trying to get vehicles sorted. Anybody who knows me well will know that myself and vehicles are an absolute train crash of a combination. What annoys me is I do tend to look after my vehicles quite well. I do work them hard, and I do hard on vehicles. We'll leave it there. So to kick off this series, I have a wonderful plane here that's quite an old plane, and the reason there's many reasons why this plane is in mine. Is the first in this series. First of all, the maker. So it was made by William Maddox, who worked in Peter Street, Westminster in London. And he is known to have worked between 1748 and 1775. But what makes it interesting is that it goes on to his company was sold to a guy called George Mutter, who then sold his business to Moseley, and then WM Marples. So it's a strange old connection that the business changed hands right through until the end of plane making. What I really like about this plane is the patina. This is my first ever plane by Mutter. So this was the first one that I ever bought, and it was also one of the first 18th century planes that I bought. I've had it some time, and I'm getting towards now through subsequent sharpenings. I'm just about managing to file out a nick that somebody had put in with an angle grinder, or the corner of a grinding wheel. But what I love about this plane is all this patina. Generations of thumbs that have sat there, arms that have sat on the back there. It just makes it so. I remember showing this plane to a friend when I first started in moulding. Well, not when I first started, but a good way into moulding. What do you mean that's an 18th century plane? It's a modern moulding. Indeed, what we would consider a modern scotia moulding. This plane's had a lot of work. It's had various things screwed to the base of it over the years. I'm not quite sure what was going on, but it's a plane that I adore. So you can see there, straight to the handprint, there, and there. That last little tug just pushed the on. So we're in the UK, we're in the middle of a drought, and we've had a lot of 30-degree heat, there's several heat waves, and we've had weeks of it. So all these planes are currently incredibly dry, and it's just giving me 1 or 2 problems with keeping the wedges set. this is why this plane, it just makes me smile. Every time I use it. How many cordless palm motors and bits are going to be in around when they're the age of that plane? Using the moulding like that. That is why this is the first in this series. At this point I've lost the sound. You'll see I'm trying to move the microphone and not wear it. So here I'm just talking about the maker's mark, which is William Maddox. I love this little plane. It really is a beautiful plane. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the camera to focus, and so we can see. There we go. There's the Maddox maker's mark. I go on to look at the patina. You can see where thumbs have sat. These beautiful stops to the chamfers, and the actual hollow in the side of the plane. It's just a lovely plane, and even this owner's stamp is absolutely glorious. So this is the reason, and if you've ever seen me demo anywhere, you'll know that this is one of the first planes that I start with. This is one of the planes that comes out and starts my demos almost always, because it's just such a lovely plane to use. And also it's one that I use for trial planes. So if you've had a go at the end of a demo, you've probably used this plane. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.